Okay, everyone. Well, welcome today. I think everyone on here knows who I am, but I'm Grania, and I've been with the company now for nearly 9 years, and I'm very, very passionate about Life Vantage. I'm going to be talking about Facebook a bit today, and also what we can do to really keep our business pumping over the next month and things like that. So, firstly, though, what a huge November we've still ended up having. I am so impressed with everybody. I thought, look, I know some of the figures went down. I understand that because we don't have mind body. I thought it might have even gone down a bit more, but we've been very lucky. I've checked a lot of your figures, and a lot of people have maintained or stayed emerald. I know there's a few on here that are onyx, emerald, sapphire, and yeah, jewels, I think got back or nearly to diamond. So been a huge um month. And was there any new rank advancements? I know Jules ended up maintaining MC1 and that. I think all the new rank advancements. Oh, what happened then, Bridget? You got all little hearts that came through. It's so funny when that happens. Oh, Katrina, what did you rank as? Unmute. Katrina, did you rank advance? SE2, fantastic.
Yep, sorry about that. I pressed the wrong button, then it took about all that time to get back. Yeah, SC2. I nearly
Amazing.
was SC2 last month, but I just
But
ticked
you got it
over.
this month. That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah,
Well
so I'm
done.
happy with that.
Well
Yeah,
done.
it's only
So
taken a couple of years,
doesn't matter. It's consistency. You've stayed the
Yeah.
distance. I've actually been watching a lot of your TikToks, and
Oh,
I have
thanks.
seen such a change in how you deliver, how you speak, um, how your lives are. I would say that, yeah, you have kind of stepped into your own. And that's the thing. This
Thank
is,
you. I've practiced a lot. It's taken the whole year pretty much. Yeah,
that's okay
a
because
slow learner.
yeah, it's absolutely fine because I looked at my Facebook Live, the first one I did. Oh my gosh. I think I was the most serious person. It was like, this is really great. I'm after losing weight and da 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 da. And I remember Una, she was so stressed out. She burst into tears. We were all
Oh,
down. Yeah, we were all down at La Balsa trying to do some videos and lives. And she was like, I just can't do this. Then she went home, practiced for 3 hours, got up her camera to do her first live, and it was sideways and it was live. And then she's like, oh, I think I'm sideways. Yes, I am. Oh, well, here you go. I'm a novice. So it just goes to show sometimes um, we just got to practice. And so many times people expect, because they're seeing everybody run really, really quickly, they're expecting that they're actually going to achieve. Like Jules has been with me. I'm not even going to say how long, Jules, but I think it's 5 years, 4 years. Yep, 5 years. And she's gone MC1. She went MC1 in June, and then she's just gone back to MC1 in October, November. She stayed consistent. It takes time. And the beautiful thing is, welcome, Philip. As Phil said, what we do in the next few months is actually going to catapult us by 5 years. So if everyone, I just feel, can take a deep breath and realize it is going to happen. It's going to happen when we get mind body in here. It's going to happen when all of that, we have our new formula, we're going to have our clinical studies, and what happens in momentum, and I'll tell you this, just one funny thing that had happened, and the difference, the thing that I feel that we all need to just stop being so, not desperate or desperately wanting it to happen, but people are attracted to you, like Katrina, for instance. I have been watching your lives and you've just been having a chat and you're very relaxed and you've just come into your own. And it happens like one of my girlfriends, even on Saturday night, she just said to me, I love your lives at the moment. I find you're probably the most inspiring person out there. She said, I wish I had actually joined your business when you had asked me 9 years ago. You begged me to join and I didn't. And now I have cancer and it's terminal. And I think, why didn't I actually do what you had said? Because I've seen what a brilliant industry this industry has made you, this confident person. You love your Jesus, you care, you're funny. I see you coming on, you glow, and you really inspire me. I look forward to actually seeing you on your lives. And I think when you actually step into your own, don't try to be anybody else, you will actually enjoy it. And that's what I've noticed, Katrina, with yourself, with Courtney, Jules, Bridget, like the evolve that I've seen, Bridget, you do as well. When you start, and Christine, I've been watching you. I do watch everybody. Suzanne is one of the funniest people. When she gets on, she starts talking about your burst couch and, you know, back fat and you need your bra for the back. But that is who she is. If she got on and tried to be a Kim Wagner, it's not going to work. So, use this time, I feel, over the next, couple of months and over the Christmas period and things, to really start defining who you are, what you, um, who you want to be, and, how to become you online, because there is a real art to be, to finding you and finding joy in what you do. Because when you do, you'll never work another day in your life. When you actually really get into that zone and you're making an impression and you're helping people, um, and the results are going to start coming in, like more and more now, guys. Like, I'm in the admin for the Mind Body, and I know, of course, some people it's going to be a bit different, but I saw at the start, it was like exactly what we're even talking about now. There was so many posts in the background that we would go back and talk to them saying, I haven't lost weight. It's that instant gratification. I need to leave. I need my money back. La la la. And it's like, just calm down. It's 12 weeks. And now seeing the results that are starting to come through, less and less now we're getting of people saying, I've put on weight or I've done this. More and more people now are starting to have real success with the product. And it's because they're giving it time. So all I'm saying is, with all of us, if we can start really growing in who you are, finding your niche, finding your social media platform that really you love, um, it will actually organically start to happen. Because I'll tell you this funny story, because I've watched a lot and learned a lot about momentum. And I don't know if I've told this story before, I don't think on here, but like, momentum is basically when the phone rings more, than people are in more demand of your product, a bit like what happened in October and you run out. Well, the company knows that that is not to happen. We have pre-warned them and warned them when it actually comes in to us, do not run short. I repeat, like, we have been blasting them to never let this happen again. Um, but what happens is, in momentum, if you stay the distance, when it actually happens, your business just will fly, because people are attracted to you. They're attracted to everything that's happening. your energy, how you're portraying on Facebook, everything like that. They will naturally gravitate to you. And there was a guy in New Skin, and he was there for about 2 years, I think. And it was 1988 um, when they actually launched, went into momentum. Don't know what the product was that brought them into momentum, but they went in about 1988. And he had literally, I was told, the personality of a fence post. Like nothing, just Mr. That they said that's the only thing that they could say. He had the personality of a fence post. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, there's hope for all of us. And they said, but when it came, he had a little team around him. And when momentum happened, he had stayed the distance. He knew his products, he knew his stuff, he knew the tools. And when momentum happened, his team just superseded. And he went from about, I think maybe $1,000 or $2,000 a month to 50,000 a month within a couple of years, because he was there, he stayed, he turned up. Well done for turning up. The amount of people that in this time, December time, January, they just go, oh, it's Christmas, I've got work parties, can't be arsed. Is it the same old ding dong training? If you're not in it, I'm telling you, I've been doing this nearly 9 years. I have missed probably 4 trainings, apart from when I've gone overseas to Ireland, in that 9 years. It's just a non-negotiable. It's 40 minutes or half an hour, whatever it is, every Monday, and it keeps you plugged in. I see it I've seen the people that don't stay, and then they miss a Monday, and suddenly they're just out of that vibe, they're out of the energy, they're just not, and they just start to wade off. Other things come in. So what I see, the biggest success, guys, that we can have, and I truly believe that we are actually going to go into momentum. It's we can't not. Everything that happened in America, I truly believe will happen here. But one of the biggest, like, if any of you haven't watched Daniel's song on Saturday, I would highly recommend you watch his training. He spoke about, getting ready and not just turning off over this time. So a couple of things that I know will set you so on fire is still working over Christmas, New Year. Of course, I'm going to be off. I'm on a cruise, but do you not think that I'm not tempted to get some kind of a t-shirt with all the fatty bumbas on the cruise, lost 5 kilos, ask me how, whatever. I will have something. I will have cards. I I will be talking to people on board about the products. Every event that I'm going to at the moment, every Christmas, QR code on your t-shirt. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Maybe I'll put a QR. I won't put them on my boobs. I'll put it on the back. And so I just know, guys, that you don't need to be like, because one thing that I've learned is about people. And if you can suss people out and give them what they want, they will buy off you. And whether it is that they're a red person, and I wasn't even going to go here, but this, I think, is such a prevalent thing to actually now me showing you what's on Facebook. But the personality types, if you can work out the person that you're actually speaking to in front of you, who they are, there is the red. The red person is show me the money, give me the trailer, not the movie. They don't, most salespeople, most fast thinking entrepreneurs, most classic red lady like CEO, CFO. I would have said Charlotte was a red, definitely, big visionaries, that kind of thing. They don't want to sit around and hear about blah blahs experience and the 1 kilo and da da da. They just want information. How much does it cost? And how much will I make or whatever? It'll probably be money that they'll be attracted to. And if you think people aren't attracted to money, it's like the other day. I had a lady contact me because I put a post up, and she has a clinic here in Caloundra, and it's a wellness clinic. And she'd seen a post of mine, and she just said, like, please tell me this isn't MLM. And I just sent her a voice message back because I thought I want her to hear my voice. I want her to know I'm real. And I said, hi, blah, blah, blah. Look, I'm really looking forward to seeing you. This is the product. This is the science. The company's been around for 20 years, started in retail, moved over to a business model, which is a bit hybrid. It is affiliate, so you can just have it on shelves, or there is the business model of direct sales. So it's up to whatever that people want. So you're looking to buy the product off me. Then I just said to her, what we can end up doing is come in and see me. So she came in and see me. We had a chat, spoke to her about the products. And then I just happened to say, for something like this type of product, if anyone had a lot of clients that they had, knowing that she's got a wellness clinic, if anyone had a lot of clients that they had, if they even just sold it front off, no other business, for instance, I said 100 a month, which they could build up to, is $6,500. But I said, if someone sold even 300 of these products and you don't need them on your shelf, that's $19,100. And she was like, well, that's me. I have a wellness clinic. My people would love this stuff. So she had said to me, this better not be MLM. This better not. Suddenly she's talking about stocking the product in there. So if people say to you, it's MLM, I know a lot of times people say it 100% is and da da da. I don't really work that way. I tend to softly approach it. It's definitely saying it's affiliate, it's direct sales, it started in retail. But then when I actually get them, I have to get them on the phone or a FaceTime or an in-person, because the minute they meet me and I feel that they see that I am genuine and I am a person, because so many people don't want to actually be around. So many people don't want this. So anyway, so I used the personality thing to work out who she was. So there's the reds. I said, show me the money, blah, blah, blah. Then you've got the yellows. And I kind of worked out that she was a bit of a yellow, which I am. Big personality, loves people, just that warm, loves to wander around, see where everyone is, create that energy. That's your kind of yellow. They love to know that there's people and it's fun, and they're just people persons. And then you've got the healers, the people that they are holistic. So I did blend that in because she is a holistic healer. Um, they want to know about the science, what it's done for people, how it's changed people's lives. Now, if you went straight in with them and started talking money, they're just going to be like, that is just way too much, especially if they are somebody that really just wants the product, and that's all they want. And then you have the greens. Now, the greens are the analytical people, the people that do spreadsheets, the people that have all the science. They want the clinical studies, da da da. Now, I had a lady the other day, she just messaged and said, right, I need all the clinical studies. I will never be able to talk with anyone unless I see this stuff. So I didn't start bum fluffing around with other stuff. I left her a message and said, hey, I will send you the science, mind, body straight away. It's got everything detailed there. The studies are in there. This is in there. That's in there. And I said, I'll be in touch in the next few days, because you got to give them what they want, not what you think they want. So we have the best opportunity, even better. Oh, Phil, you look at you. you're putting it all up. He's my little VA here. What we got to do over these next few months is you become better at working out who you have in front of you. Like my husband always says to me, just get somebody in the door, will you, in the clinic, the denture clinic, just get them in the door. And when they meet me, I will be able to sell them the product. Like he's never not been able to sell them. So my biggest tip for you would be try and get on a phone, try and do an audio so people can hear your reel, become your personality, start showing it more and more and more. If Facebook is your thing, which look, I will be starting to do a lot more TikTok and things like that because they're fun and that's where I am. But I do want to get a lot better at Facebook. Look, over the years, and I'll show you, friends, I just got rid of about 12. So I've got 4,985. You can have 5,000 friends, but you can have a ton of followers. And Gary V predicted that the way Meta is going with Facebook, that he believes that Facebook, your personal profile page of Facebook, will supersede TikTok. In that he said, I predicted TikTok 4 years ago. He said, now I'm predicting in the next 2 to 3 years that Facebook will be the place that people will be buying and selling, and it'll be off your own personal page. So they've brought out this professional dashboard. Have people seen the professional dashboard? You need to add it on. So if you go to your 3 little dots here, it will have turn on your professional dashboard. Now, what this professional dashboard is doing, it's moving you away from really needing a business page. So, I don't know, like I remember business pages. I started having a business page years ago and it just didn't, I started realizing that business pages do not get seen. Like I have liked hundreds and hundreds of pages. None of them will ever come up on my newsfeed because, and I will see some and they've got, somebody says to me, oh, but I put it on my business page. I'm like, how many people have you got on there? And they're like, oh, I've got 300 likes. I'm like, that will never be shown on anyone's page. People will not even see your business page. I have Denny Johnson with 300,000 people on her page and no one gets to see it. So what this professional dashboard is going to do, it's going to give you more followers and put you in front of more eyeballs the more you do the challenge that it sets for you to do each week. So you go on here and on your phone, when you bring it up, it'll have, see, I haven't started any of my weekly challenges, but it has your weekly challenge. Get 10 new followers, publish 5 new posts, publish 5 new reels, get 3 interactions on your post, get 500 plays, post a story every day. So it's got these different tasks for you to do. Now, it's got the inspiration hub. Don't know what that one's about, but you are now going to also be able to find out which of your ads had most engagement, or which of your posts had most engagements, and then you can actually boost that on here. So before you couldn't really boost ads and pay for paid ads on your profile page, on your own personal page, but now you can. So, and it tells you your audience, what percentage have been men, what percent have been women, the engagement, post engagement, everything like that. So That's my objective, to really start doing these weekly challenges, because Facebook want you to do it. So just by me going and putting that professional um, dashboard on, I had 1,000 followers, and overnight I got 6,500. Now it hasn't changed since there. They give you like a big thank you for doing it. Do you have to pay Facebook for this? No, you don't. It's free. So it's a new way. Personal brand is the way to go. Yeah. So you need to find your people, and how these 6,500 came about. They've come from people that might have liked, or that might have engaged at some stage on my posts, or they may have seen it on other friends' posts or in groups and things like that. And Facebook then grabs them and gets them to follow me. So even though I'm nearly at my max in friends, I'm going cleaning that up actually, because I want to get just really good quality friends on there that are my people. We can really start growing this 6,500 followers, and Facebook will gift you more and more people the more you go on here more, post, do your challenges, do the weekly challenges that they're setting you. They then will gift you with more followers, which is what we want. And they will start putting you in front of more eyeballs, because they want lots more interaction on Facebook. So um the actual ads that you'll be able to do, you'll be able to go in there and have a look and see content reach, and go, oh, that one was pretty good, that reach. So then you can go in and just do an ad for like $5 or something, and see how you actually can go with that, and whether you can get more followers from there. But this is our time now, guys. And I remember Carrie Dickey, I'll never forget. Carrie Dickey has always said to me, Grania, I have never been able to do a PowerPoint. Tara Wilson had never been able to do a PowerPoint. I think now she might be able to a bit, but Chris often did a couple for her. But she decided how she would become an expert was that she wanted to be the person that was at the front of the room. That was Tara's thing. She said, I want to be the person that's at the front of the room, because she worked out that they're the people that will be paid the most. So she watched them and then became like them, and watched what they did and practiced. And like Katrina just said, she wasn't that good at the start doing her lives, but I've really seen Katrina come into her own with just loving on people. And like, she's got an opportunity with a big naturopath now that may come off, that may potentially stock hundreds of Mind Body when they come in. And I just was like, that's incredible, Katrina. And she just said, Granny, this is a 3 year, this is not an overnight success. This is 2 to 3 years of building a beautiful friendship with them people. And they trust me now. So now when I've gone in and spoken to them, they're like, okay, we trust you. So I just think over the next 3 months, what I would be doing is doing what Facebook is telling you to do. Get your professional dashboard up, set the challenges up, clean up your Facebook. The amount of times that the picture inside your profile has ended up being somebody with the husband, wife, or the kids, and da 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 da. It may end up being a flower or a load of people in there. It needs to be you. People need to see who they're dealing with. So it's very important that your profile picture is your face, like mine, just short, and they see your face. There's no point if your body and you're in the background and they can't even make out who you are. Filling in all you're about, because there's so many dodgy people out there. places that you've lived. I don't know if I filled that in. Oh, yeah. Family and relationships, details about you. You know, I did this little pronunciation, life events. So it's just really important to start building your profile, because when the products are here, and look, we've got the most incredible products here anyway now. Now is the time to start building people up with our Axio, our Protandem, our Protandem, Axio, and the ProBio. Like the ProBio is phenomenal. Getting people done on the Kickstarter, inviting people into the activated weight loss. And now, in saying that, with the activated weight loss, there is so many people that just go here and click invite and invite people. For some reason, it doesn't work there with me. But what I do that, but I also go up the top and copy that. It does actually come up with their name. I don't know why it's not come there. So if you click on activated weight loss, it actually comes up with their name. And then I highlight that, and I also invite them, but then I will send them a message, and I will, I use voice messages constantly now, but not big long ones. Short and sharp. I've just sent out about 10 today with my customers, saying, how you going on Mind Body, want to connect with you, want to see how you're going. Let's do this together. You're not on your own. Message me back. Let's see when there's a good time for you to talk. Super excited. Just so that they know that I care. So in here, I then will just send them a message and send them the Facebook group. So this is the time that now, in that Facebook group, they are going to be putting in lots and lots. Like, we've got 14,000 members at the moment. America are going to be coming up with a campaign for after Christmas, the New Year, the big weight loss stuff and things like that. We will be able to get, some of you are already going to be getting product coming in now in December. If you start ordering, if you have people now that you meet now on the streets, don't even mention that we have on back order and things like that, because the back order, if we have one now, will be only 2 weeks, if that. There is going to be 7 times more stock come 1 January. So anyone you talk to now, you say, yeah, I'm going to buy in 4 at a time or whatever, or ideally, if you're getting them to buy them in, say, you know, we'll buy in 3 because of the cost of the shipping and stuff like that. And I wouldn't even mention that it's on back order if you're buying it in. I don't know how you bought it in. I ended up buying mine in myself, and then people paid me the money back. So whatever way that you end up doing it, just get in touch with your mentor or whoever did it. But lots of people now will be enjoying themselves over Christmas, but they will want to have a solution come January. Even if it's the middle or the end of January, they get it, I think they'll be fine. So this is a time to even get them on the ProBio, things like that. I'm going to be out at all Christmas parties. I was at ones yesterday, and people, the big thing at the moment is hormone balance and weight management. Our language needs to change, because there's lots of people, like Phil, for instance. If we said to Phil, I think, look, Phil, would you like a weight loss? He is going to actually think, I don't want to lose weight. Like, that's not what I want to do. Whereas if we say weight management and hormones, that's the big deal. So weight management, to actually say that with people rather than weight loss, because we have lots of people on at the moment that are actually wanting to decrease visceral fat. But one of the biggest pictures that anyone had shown, that I had all these men that were there one night, and we were at having dinner, and this was the picture that they were all showing. I couldn't believe it. I thought that they would have been showing, oh, where is it? That. That was the biggest picture that they were all showing. They were like, check out his back. Look at his back. That is huge to actually get that. So we need to be changing our language, Sean Poe, yeah. Changing our language, talking about weight management, hormone imbalance. If we can get our hormones right and our gut correct, this is why we have weight issues, is because of the hormone imbalance. So if we can start talking like this, um, you will actually start really getting, and the more that you know what you're talking about and really spend that time looking at GLP and the hormone and what it does, people will then see you as the expert when it comes to them, you know, whether they know they're hitting menopause and stuff like that. So GLP balances the hypothalamus, which is the master regulator. Okay, Phil, you can unmute now for a second and you can actually explain it for a minute there as
Yeah,
you.
the hypothalamus is like the CPU of the brain. You know, back in the day, you had the CPU that was on the floor, the computers, the big ass screen that we have. So when I say that, I always say, remember the ABC video that you watched at the big computer screen on the desk, and the one down the bottom, CPU, that's hypothalamus. Hypothalamus balances the pituitary, the thyroid, adrenals, and sex hormones. That's the key. So
Can you
when
write that up for us on after here? Just write that the 5 points, because we need to learn this, guys, because it's a lot more than just saying we have a weight loss product, that
yeah,
it's an Ozempic product, you know, that's what I'm learning.
and then the other thing as well, it upregulates the transmitters in the brain. That's why you always find people are happier, and they actually find now that there needs less axio. So I say to people, you want to be happier and hornier and lose weight. Which one you want? So they always will say, I want that one. Off you go. So I mean, when you know how to to talk about it, because I mean, there's a lot of sayings now that Ozempic babies, heard about that as well. Another
Yes.
thing that's coming out, same thing, or Ozempic butt because they lose their ass because they're losing muscle mass. So and we know our glutes are more important than anything else because that keeps us stable. So yeah, but then when you and even GLP-1 activates GLP-2, which heals leaky gut. That's gold. It's a huge thing. No one talks about that.
Okay, so that's another massive thing that we need to say. So GLP-1
Activates
activates the
GLP-2.
GLP-2, which is leaky gut.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
I'm
I'll give you the better version. So it activates GLP-2, which activates a bacteria called Akkermansia, and Akkermansia fills the holes in the leaky gut. That's what it does. Puts a mucus over it and heals and seals that. Now this is the kicker. Akkermansia is now called the next generation probiotic. Interesting, isn't it? So what is next generation probiotic? It's also the same thing, like links back to next generation, can't get the words, nutrigenomics.
wow.
Yeah, so if you look at, there was the article that I always talk about this all the time with clients. I say to them, there are 12 disruptive technologies that will change the world in 2025. The article is written in 2013. One of them is called next generation genomics, which is nutrigenomics, which is NRF2 activation, which is also next generation probiotics. There we go. And that's what I tell people every single time. And most of them come on as consultants, all of them. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's gold. Yeah.
That's huge. So we need to actually start saying a lot of this language, because I'm finding now some people, and I know there's a couple of people even on here, Phil, and I'll just ask you what we would say to them, because I've actually spoken to Lisa Barnes. Some people are saying that they're having, you know, gastric, lots of issues with the 4 scoops and da da
Yeah.
da. And I've said, well, cut back to 2. But
Yeah.
one of them, I said, look, it's probably just a cleaning out. And they were like, I don't need any cleaning out. My diet's perfect. And da da da. And I thought, okay, I won't use that word again. I will just say that your bacteria, it's balancing the gut bacteria. So if people are having issues like that, what are you suggesting to them, or what are you saying the cause might be?
think of my computer screen here is part of the gut. And on that gut, your microbiome's got to be really good. Now, if someone's microbiome's not good, let's say they've only got 10% good microbiome and 90% not good at all. When you take in the enhance, there's got flaxseed in it. That's a lot of fiber. Microbiome's job is to chew fiber. That's its job. So there's not enough microbiome. There's a whole lot of fiber. It's like, hold on, well, I'm going to get bloated and fart. 100% get it. Going to be uncomfortable. So easy thing to do. Start with one scoop, see how you feel. Then take a second scoop later on. Then
Yeah.
if you're still feeling good, then take the third scoop and then a fourth scoop. I split it over 4 scoops like that. When they feel good, okay, cool. Then I go 2 scoops, 1 scoop, 1 scoop. And then if they feel great, then go 2 scoops and 2 scoops. I don't like putting 4 in one go at all. Don't like it. Yeah, so split it apart. And if they're still battling, get on the probio because you need your microbiome. You don't have enough. You need how to get some more. You need to recolonize them. That's it.
That's so good. Okay. So you actually break it up into 4 separate scoops if they can.
Yeah, definitely. Especially because people with autoimmune, 80% of people who've got autoimmune have got leaky gut. Fact. That's it. So if they have microbiome issues, they all do. So I always split it up and I have no issues at all. No one comes back to me. But what I always say to people, when you take this product, you may get bloated. It's not the product, it's you. It's not the bottle and the product, it's your body and you. And I say that, and I say the reason why it's happening, your body's rebalancing. So when it's out of whack, well, guess what? You're going to have these symptoms going to happen. It's a good thing because your body's rebalancing. Don't blame the product and quit it in a week or two because your body's out of whack. And so when it comes up, it's, oh, Phil, I'm bloated again. So remember I told you? Oh, yes, there we go. I'm not fighting anybody because now I preempted. I do it all the time.
That's so good.
Yeah.
And they're actually then staying on it.
Yeah. I've had nobody come off because I preempted. I say, if this doesn't happen to you, great. That means you're in balance. And they go, oh, cool. And they start looking for it now. So yeah. So I always half dose 1 or 2 days. Then I go up, up, up. I even do the same thing with NRF2. I get to snap it in half. I do that, take 1 NRF2, 1 NRF1, or half NRF2 and 1 NRF1, see how you go. That's all I do. No problem. It's always done it. Never any issues. I've had people had reactions on NRF2. I said, yeah, don't worry. It's not the product, it's you. Right? Because your body's cleaning up. Oh, okay, cool. But I tell them that up front. And the reason why I do this, it's because you don't want to say there's a product and wave goodbye. I actually map it out. I say if they're taking a dual, I give them half an NRF2 and 1 NRF1. Do that for 2 or 3 days. Okay, great. And then you go 1 for lunch and 1 for breakfast. And if it all feels great after 4 or 5 days or a week, I put it all in for breakfast. And the reason why I do that, I've got an excuse to talk to them, how they're doing, what's going on. And then it's, oh, I've got this, I'm feeling great, or this is going on, because it's a service you want to give your customers. That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
That's so good. So good. Thank you. Thanks, Phil. So people say to me, and I'll end with this because it's 1:45. And somebody's just asked, are you doing a business page or should you just have Facebook for business only? No, I have my personal page. That is my business. So that's what I choose to do. It's my page. I will put stuff up about me, my life, everything about me, because people want to know who you are that they're dealing with. So I have chosen not to do a business page. It's like business cards. People have always said, do you have a business card? Now, sometimes I will have them, but most times when I'm at networking events, I just say to somebody, oh, let me just find you on Facebook or whatever, ever like that. Or I will take pictures with people. And that's how I found Helga. We were all at a networking event and we took pictures and I said, oh, let's be friends and I'll tag you in the photo. It'll be good, blah, blah, blah. And then she's just started watching some of my stuff. And that's when she came on as a consultant. Same thing happened with a girl down in Melbourne. Did a little selfie, said, hey, why don't we become friends on Facebook? We became friends. She saw something, and that was 10 years ago with another company. And she's left now, but that's how Susan Young and Beata and Philip, Brett Dorney and everyone came in, was from that person. So I would always say to people, and I know Gillian never does business cards either. She wants to get them and find them on Oh, you can share ideas on the personality colors. Okay, I'm going to get you to do a training. Okay.
The personality things are really important. When I have people that start up with me, I tell them, don't talk to anybody. You know nothing of nothing. Give me a list of names, and I put them into colors. And then we all know what everybody's color is. It's easy, but how to speak them is a key thing. Like if you speak into a red that's like driven, not going to say, I'm going to give you all the data, the numbers are going to run away. So there's certain ways how you speak to all of them, how you speak faster, slower, quicker. And there's special ways how you make them, how you follow up with them. And once you master that, about 3 or 4 ways how to do each one, super easy. You get that right first, then you get your people to actually go start speaking to people. I never get them to speak to anybody first. Nothing at all. Don't do that at all. Never. So yeah.
Okay, so you do a training on that then, Phil?
Yeah, I can work it out. Yeah, I've got some slides I can put together. But I'll
Okay.
teach you, I'll show you how to speak to the color. That is
Yes.
the most important thing. If you get that wrong, I can tell you now. I mean, here's an example. I had a lady who was very she was an analytical, she's green. I had to say to Mary, let's get together on Monday at 6 o'clock. Great, that's going to work for you. And I'm going to go through all the data, the science, step by step, and I can see where you're at, and we can see if you want to make a decision to go forward. That okay? She goes, great. Get in the call. She wants to know all the data. I took an Excel spreadsheet, took all what she was taking with supplements before. This is what the cost is. This is what this is. Would it be okay if I send you a link and show you how NRF2 can actually basically work, let's say replace what you're taking already and save you some money? She goes, great. Then I said to her, would it be okay if we can follow up next week and let's book in the same time, same Zoom, same link on Monday at 6 o'clock? She goes, great. You see it in the languaging? That's it. Giving the time. 4 phone calls. She's been on a dual pack for 3 years, never changed it. You got to understand how to speak the color. If you get that right, I promise you, your business is fun. And what I do, just a last tip, when I'm speaking to people, all my color codes, I'm going to speak to reds today. My brain goes into red mode and I speak faster, quick. You know, when I speak to yellows, I do the same thing. So all my people are speaking to a color code. It's way easier. It's less stress trying to deal with it. So yeah.
Good idea.
And I've had people that say, oh, Phil, I don't know how to do this. Let me show you. 1 week, they're running people. Now they don't even need me. So yeah, I can definitely do something for that.
Okay, well, I'm going to hold you to that. Okay, so we've gone well over, but I just want you to show you all that professional dashboard. Join it, get on it, do whatever you have to do. And I make, me personally, my Facebook's public. Yes, I do get the odd soldier that wants to marry me, or a surgeon from Afghanistan, some surgeon, and you're like, yeah, whatever, block, block, block. I don't get freaked out by it. I must block 100 my darling. It's like block, block. I don't even think about it. It's like, just go away. So yeah, but I make it public because people find me, they look me up. People want to know who you are, and the more of your personality that they see, the more attracted to you they are. So yes. Okay, everyone. Thank you. Thanks, Phil, so much. Back to your jungle life. See you, beautiful people. And yeah, let's see everyone's dashboards. And yeah, let's keep talking to people. Let's keep growing, and let's keep growing you. You learn these things from Phil. We're just, oh, the other thing is you have to come to Momentum, guys. I know some people won't be doing global, but you gotta do Momentum. It will change you, your business, everything. I promise you, it will transform. It's going to be the best. Momentum will be the best event we have ever had in Australia this year. 100%. So come along. Okay. See ya. Bye.